Welcome to episode 11 of Scaling a Social Media Marketing Agency. My name is Hervin, and this is a video series where I take you behind the scenes of our social media marketing agency and show you what we're doing to scale it. I am documenting the journey here, and I am sharing what I am doing on a day-to-day basis to scale our company, the problems that I am solving, the lessons that I am learning. So if you're interested in seeing how we scale an SMMA, then subscribe to the channel. Okay, so today is April 20th, Sunday. I worked on two things. Number one, a plan to revamp our business, and two, a process to diagnose our clients and how they're doing and to help them succeed. Okay, so we'll dive into each one of those things. So the first one is the plan to revamp our business. There are parts of our business that need slight tweaking, and there are some parts that need to be fully rethought. Okay, so when it comes to the plan, you can see it here in front of my screen. So we created, between my wife and I, who's also my business partner, you can see we created an OTA for this project. OTA stands for Outcome, Transparency, and Accountability. It's how we detail out projects inside our company. And you can see here, Business Revamp is the name of this project. Now, the reason why we want to complete this project, and I'll read it because I just finished writing this. The main reason why we want to complete this project is because we want to provide a service that, number one, gets our clients the best results in a scalable way. Okay, so we want to keep providing our clients with the most amount of help so that they can get the best results, but do that in a way that's scalable. So, we aren't flying out to anybody's business to help them do that. It needs to be in a way that we can handle. Currently we have over 200 clients, and so we want to do it in a scalable way. The model needs to be, it's just, the word is scalable. Then the model also has to lean into our strengths as a team and as a business, which I'll talk more about. The model also, so the new service that we provide, the new business model, needs to be differentiated from the competitors in a tangible way and in a way that is easy to explain, in a way that's concise and easy to explain. So what I mean by that is for example, for us, one of the things that's different about us and our competitors, I can't say this with 100% certainty, but I've had many clients leave us and come back. And I've also had clients that used to be with other companies that also provided help with marketing and automation. And they would come to us and they would say wow, your automations are super easy to use. The system that you've built is easy. It helps us get results. It just makes it easy. And that's something that when I built the system, I had that in mind. I'm like, how do I make this the easiest possible for our clients to get results so that they have to put in the least amount of effort to get the most amount of results? So that's what I had in mind. Now, that's hard to tell from the outside looking into our business. If you're on the outside looking into our business and comparing it to other businesses, if my website says we offer help with automation and their website says we offer help with automation, how do you compare which automation is better? It's tough. It's not like, say, for example, I'm sitting on this chair and then I could sit in another chair and say okay, with this one, I can recline all the way backwards. That one I can't, or that one is softer and this one is harder. There's tangible differences there. Whereas in our business, we've had the most amount of success stories and then other company. We have automations that are easy to use. We have advertising strategies that can help our clients get amazing results with them having to put in much effort. So we make it easier for them. But all of those things, number one, it's hard to get them to see that and value that. And number two, once somebody works with us for a while, let's say we have clients that have been with us for years, at some point they just think okay, these people are helping, they set up some automations for me, they help set up my ads, and I've been getting good results. The system works so well that sometimes they think oh, this is how automation and marketing is. It's just easy. And so if there's somebody else that says I can offer you a cheaper service for automation and marketing, they're okay, if it's going to work this well, I'm working with them because they the system they created is obviously easy, then it must be like that for everybody. And so they leave because the perceived value gets lost at some point. And we don't, there are remedies around that. We could do a better job at reminding people about the value and so much, which we do. Which we will do. But yeah, as of right now, that's been one of our biggest problems. It's how do we differentiate ourselves in a tangible way, especially now that there are more competitors who are starting out social media marketing agencies. I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably interested in growing a social media marketing agency. So there's a lot more competitors now than there used to be when we first started. In fact, when we first started, we were the first social media marketing agency helping dance studio owners, music schools, gymnastics gyms. So we were the first. There were no competitors in our area providing both help with marketing and help with automations. So long story short, we didn't have competition. Like, we were doing whatever we were doing, it was working, and it was like we were the only option. So we were growing. Now with more competitors coming in, we want this new model to be hard for competitors to copy the strategy that we have, which is why I'm even open about what we're doing, because, I think that what we're going to be, the thing that we're moving into next is going to be harder and harder for people to compete with us. So yeah, from the perspective of how do we create a moat around our business, that's one of the things, the check boxes that I would like our new service to be. So the other one is, we want to provide a service that can continue to have perceived value even if a client has been with us for years. That's, again, something that I just mentioned. How do we do something, like, how do we keep solving our clients' problems in a way that gets them to recognize that we're still doing that for them, even if it's years later, right? So the value for our company doesn't diminish it. If anything, it goes up. Like, how do we do that? And then we need to solve a recurring problem for our clients, because we're selling a recurring solution, right? Like, we're offering help with marketing, help with automations. We're doing that by getting our clients to pay a monthly membership. And so or a yearly membership. So what we're doing needs to be valuable today and a year from now, and 2, 3, 4, you see what I'm saying? It needs to be valuable years from now. Something else that I am thinking about is how can we make our service difficult to get disrupted by AI, right? Because there's this thread for everybody there's this thread about like AI that may be coming to take our jobs and so on. And so how do we create something that is harder to replace by AI? I'm not saying impossible, but I'm saying, like, if all we're doing is providing help with writing emails, for example, then maybe that is going to be easier to get replaced by AI. But what we're doing is we're developing, which I'll talk about, but like, if we focus on developing relationships, that's tougher. So anyway, another checkbox is that we want a service that we can charge a premium price for, right? How do we justify getting people to pay a premium price for our services? And that's something else that we need to do. Anyway, after thinking about this for a long time, and after consulting with Alex Ramosi, we decided the best way to check all of these boxes is to provide ongoing weekly one-on-one coaching and support to our clients. So instead of just saying like, hey, we give you a software tools that does all of these things for you, or instead of saying like, hey, our automations are the best, we're like, you could get the tools from another company, or you can work with us and get amazing results, because you have somebody there who's meeting with you consistently on a weekly basis to ensure that you hit your goals, to ensure that you're not wasting money on advertising campaigns that aren't working. Because what we've seen is that if it were just so easy as like using the tools, everyone would have success. The tools are out there. It's not about the tools. It's about using the tools and using them well. And to do that, having somebody there who can consistently help you one-on-one, that's the idea. So that is easy to understand, and it's extremely valuable to have somebody one-on-one with you, helping you. So anyway, that's it. The idea is that tools alone aren't going to give you the best results. Our experience has taught us that our clients who have the best results with us, the clients who have had the best results working with us are the ones who are consistently meeting with our client success team and getting their ads managed by us. Although we've tried to make the tools extremely easy to use, as well as provide the best articles and tutorials that we can create, the gap between the clients who don't have our help versus the ones that do is wide. That gap is wide in terms of results. Like, the people who get our help have way better results. And then clients who pay for our tools, just for our tools, don't take full advantage of them. They mostly forget to do basic things like launching their ads whenever their campaigns stop working. And as a result, they don't end up getting the best results. So those don't tend to be the best clients. On top of that, often once a client has had our software for a while, they start taking it for granted, meaning the perceived value starts to go down. And so because of this, besides this, because there's a lot more competitors now, like I said, our clients who are just paying for the tools are more sensible to price changes. Essentially, the people who are only paying for our software tools see our business as a commodity, which makes them easy targets for people to come and steal them away, for competitors to come and steal them away. So if somebody just has our tools, there's a higher chance that those people would churn or get stolen or leave or find another company who does who claims to do what we're doing for cheaper. So anyway, so by moving into a more one-on-one personalized service, we're able to help our clients get better results and truly differentiate our business from our competitors. Okay, so that is with every project that we do, we always write a why are we doing this? And it needs to be compelling, which is why I'm writing the story, is because it needs to be understood as to like, why are we making the decisions that we're making? Why are we committing our resources, our time, our focus, and our attention to do this project? And it needs to make sense. So we write this like, why are you creating it? What are the things that you're hoping to get? Like, how is this going to support the annual objectives? This is going to help us increase the price of our service, which is going to support our overall revenue goals. It will make our offerings more unique and differentiated, making it easier for us to convert leads. It will help attract more qualified leads. It will help retain our current clients longer by helping them get better results and by having a service that they will not be able to receive from any other company, and by not having the value be taken for granted. What areas of the business are we seeking to improve? All of them. So anyway, this is something that we write. And then on top of that, I went through each of the parts of our business, like our marketing agency. Our marketing engine needs to be, there are a lot of parts that need to be changed. Our lead nurturing system, that needs to be built, again, pretty much from scratch. Our sales process needs to be changed. We need to create a new sales script to be with this new offer that we're selling. We need to revamp the client onboarding process, since we are going to be, one of the things that we want to implement that I didn't talk about is an in-person event that people join as part of their onboarding, where they get to fly out to us. That was one of the recommendations given to us by Alex Ramosi. And so anyway, because of that, our onboarding process needs to change. We need to add an additional call to our onboarding. We need to revamp our client retention process. Like, we need to do, if we're going to be moving into once a week checking in with the clients as opposed to what we were doing before, which is once a month, we need to create here, what is this new script for the 15-minute check-ins that we're going to be doing with the clients once a week? What happens to the clients that have once a month who stay there with it once a month? Like, how are we going to manage that? So we need to create separate calendars. So there's things that go into it. And then adjusting the billing process. So right now we're going to charge an upfront fee for our onboarding and then charge for our monthly services. So we are only going to start charging for the monthly once somebody has been fully onboarded, which can take some time, and it can vary from client to client. So we need a process to build people once they've gotten launched. So we got to adjust that. And then the second thing that I worked on today, so the first one was this plan that I'm walking you through. And the second thing is, I mentioned here that we're going to be moving into a weekly check-in cadence. Because we're doing that now, I want to create something that our client success team has, like a resource that our client success team has, to be able to diagnose how the performance of the clients are doing and what they can do to help them. So I created this. Essentially, it's kind of like a cheat sheet that our client success team can go through for every client to help them get good results. Like, if they need to consult the client on helping them get better results, they can go to this and use this as a way to provide clients with strategy. So like, how do our client success team provide our team with strategy for marketing, strategies for nurturing their leads, strategies for sales, strategies for retaining their clients, strategies for upselling their clients, strategies for getting more Google reviews, strategies for how they should run their operations. So I created this cheat sheet right here today. So yeah, that's what I worked on today. The plan that I was working on today still has a lot to go. So I'll be you'll probably see more updates about this plan here in the upcoming week and how I'm tweaking it. But yeah, this is where we're going. We want to revamp our services. So once again, I worked on two things: a plan to revamp our business and a resource to give our client success manager team to help our clients get better results. With that said, that wraps up the video. If you are enjoying this update about how we are scaling our social media marketing agency, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye.